Code Geass Lelouch the Rebellion debuted in Japan October 6, 2006, and Adult Swim April 27, 2008, with its last episode being aired in Japan September 28, 2008, and Adult Swim June 7, 2009. Being a straight-to-anime series, everything from video games to manga following afterwards, its story was unknown to the viewer until it aired the following week. With a huge fan base and critical acclaim at its reception, soaring popularity was inevitable. 10 years and a few months from its last episode airing in Japan, a movie was released, Code Geass Lelouch the Resurrection, on February 2019 in Japan and May of 2019 in North America, grossing more than 1 billion yen, or $9 million, in Japan's box office. So why a movie 10 years after the anime? The fandom is still alive and well, with the trailer for Resurrection amounting to over 1 million views on YouTube, and turnout for the movie in North America grossing over $180,000 on its first day alone with a limited release, and over $9 million on its run in Japan. If you wish to avoid spoilers, now is the time to click out of the video. The anime series follows after Britannia, a name given to the American Empire, has overtaken Japan in a month and subjected its people to servitude. 7 years afterwards, the story follows a young man named Lelouch Lamperouge, real name Lelouch V. Britannia, a Britannian prince who renounced his claim to the throne and living out a life in Japan with his blind and disabled sister Nunnally. After an order is given out to destroy a ghetto in Japan, now called Area 11, Lelouch is caught up in a terrorist plan to steal something of value to Britannia. It's here where we witness his contract being made with the one of value, a girl named C2. His contract involves becoming a Geass bearer, a supernatural power that is different for each individual. Lelouch manifests as, quote, a power of absolute obedience. Other Geass shown involve a myriad of abilities, ranging from time to memory alteration. With his newfound power, Lelouch swears to decimate the reign of Britannia, discover the murder of his mother, and create a better world. To do so, he creates the Black Knights out of the Japanese resistance, donning a masked disguise, and calling himself Zero. Throughout the anime, we witness tragedy, success, and infamy rise for Lelouch, before the end result is him becoming the most hated person and requesting his childhood friend, Suzaku Kurugi, to don the visage of Zero and murder the newly crowned Emperor Lelouch in front of his audience. The plan goes off without a hitch, and we watch Lelouch die a bloody mess at Zero Suzaku's hand. The absolute ending shot is of C2 being taken in a cart driven by a person whose face is hidden as she relaxes in the back, and we end the series. Multiple OVAs and movies spawn from the anime series, from a spin-off series to movie adaptations of the anime itself. Most recently has been Code Geass Lelouch the Resurrection, in which Lelouch has been proven to be alive, and having been the unknown cart driver at the very end of the series, as well as new Geass wielders and characters being introduced. This movie, however, does not follow the actual anime, rather the theatrical releases of it. The movie adaptations of Lelouch the Rebellion changed a few things, most notably the death of one pivotal character to Lelouch's story, the death of Shirley Finette. The death of Shirley was a pivotal role in Lelouch's descent into madness, creating a huge fear of intimacy after Shirley's dying love confession to him, as well as altering his plans entirely, from using Geass to destroy his father, the Britannian Emperor, to wiping out the existence of Geass, including the members of the Order of the Geass, and other Geass bearers outside of himself and C2, though C2's loyalty to Lelouch is questioned by his paranoia. Not only is Lelouch affected, but also Suzaku, who believes Lelouch is the one who murdered Shirley, and even going so far as to forcibly interrogate Colin, a member of the Black Knights. In the movie's portrayal of the scenes, Shirley is instead kept alive and well, a scene added between her and pilot Jeremiah Gottwald in place of her death. There is no love confession, and Lelouch's plans are altered to having the motivator be to end experiments on people by the Order. Suzaku's vengeance purely becomes based on the death of Lelouch's beloved half-sister Euphemia, and Colin is left alone. The ending is also changed slightly to include Shirley, adding a suspicious scene with her and C2, and Shirley helping handle the body of Lelouch post-mortem. In Resurrection, Shirley is again still alive and kicking. though she plays a heavily minor role throughout the movie. Still, it was a confusing few shots for people who only watched the anime and not the adaptations. While Resurrection gave us many answers, such as whether Lelouch was alive or not, if he was the driver, just how things would have worked, and the characters' lives post the Rebellion series, it also left a small bitter taste in my mouth over Shirley staying alive and it having followed the movie adaptations instead. Deaths of a character can be pivotal to shaping the story, either for a vengeance marker or plot device, or to affect characters' growth. In this scenario, Shirley's death had affected not only Lelouch, but also Suzaku and indirectly Colin as a result. We got to know Shirley beforehand, her personality, and resulted in her death having an emotional weight on the audience. It can be argued whether or not Shirley was written in the anime just to die, but it can go without saying that her death made its mark on the show and its viewers. Resurrection gave us a great setup for a season 3 of the Code Geass anime, or even an OVA series again. However, if it was to result in a season 3, it would most likely have to follow the anime series and have Shirley be dead. This could be circumvented by having the anime only follow the adventures C2 and Lelouch will have traveling together, and not feature the myriad of other characters, which I would honestly be fine with. Their story arcs are concluding, if not already, as evident by the time of peace showcased in the beginning of Resurrection, and their newfound routines. It looks as if, though, C2 and Lelouch would still have more to do, with Lelouch having a new life as L2, as it is shown at the very end of the movie, the two of them together reciting a Geass contract. It could also just stay an ending to the series as a whole and creating a new one, such as Akito. Only time will tell.